appreciate y'all hanging around. That was a special moment to celebrate with our team. And just proud of them. That's what championship football is all about. When you're in a championship game, you know, there is an opponent, and they got here for a reason. And man, I just want to congratulate Virginia Tech. We just could not put them away. I mean, we were up 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, and it just never seemed like enough. Those guys just kind of find a play here or there. So you know, they had a tremendous heart of a champion out there tonight. They'll be a heck of a program for many years to come with Justin. I'm just proud of our guys, though. Proud of our team. Happy for our seniors. Happy for our fans. This is special. You know, this is our 4th appearance and our 3rd title, and they're all special. Every one of them has kind of its own story. It was its own journey. But this one here, you know, back to back, 28 years. There's a reason why it's been that long. It's hard to do. And these guys set out to do that at the beginning of the year. And they were all brought here for this moment. We all were. And that's just awesome to be a part of seeing a group of young people come together, lay it on the line for one another, and just play their guts out all year long. We started 124 days ago. We had our first team meeting. And we said in 124 days we want to be in the ACC Championship. We thought it was going to be in Charlotte at that time, so we had a little detour. But what a blessing to be a part of this season, the journey that we've had. I'm just so thankful for these guys. Our 16th title, and again, back-to-back years. Our seniors, this was our seniors' 47th win. I mean, just unbelievable. The career they've had. They're the winningest senior class in the history of the school now, and they did it in grand fashion on a big stage to win the 16th ACC title. So thankful for the good Lord to give me the opportunity to be a part of this team and to have guys like this that are so easy to coach. I mean, just so easy to coach. I've got the easiest job in the world when you have your best players that are the most committed guys, hardest working guys, humble guys, and just flat out lay it on the line every single day from a preparation standpoint and then a performance standpoint. So this guy right here is the best player in the country, and it ain't close. I mean, I've seen it the last 2 years, and proof's in the pudding. 12-1 this year, 13-0 last year in our regular seasons. There's just nobody better, and it was on display tonight. And big time plays in crucial moments. The throw he made on 2nd and 19 to Renfro, which is a great catch. The plays to Deon, I mean, just over and over and over. He had to really come to work with his legs tonight. Obviously, Bud Foster is as good as it gets defensively, and really proud of our staff and these guys for executing the plan. Again, we just couldn't quite hang on to those leads. So it was one of those games where we had to rise up and make some critical plays, and we were able to do that. So didn't have any sacks, 34 pass attempts and no sacks. We won the rushing battle. They were rushed for 180 something. They had 100 yards rushing. So just really proud of these guys. And at the end of the day, we've hit 4 goals. We got 1 more, and we'll take a little time off, figure out where we're going to be tomorrow. We're going to celebrate this one. We're going to enjoy it. My man here is going to graduate in about a week. He's got his last final Wednesday, and then we'll get ready for the next one. But I'm just thankful for our fans that showed up. It was an awesome crowd, and I'm very appreciative of the people here in Orlando and the ACC folks for putting this together. I know there was a lot of work that had to be done to make it a great event for these players because they deserve that, and I don't have any doubt both teams really enjoyed the experience.
If you have a question for Coach or Deshaun, raise your hand. We'll get the microphone to you here in the 2nd row on the aisle.
Coach, walk us through that last defensive stand. Virginia Tech, they had good field position. They seemed to be getting momentum. What was your message to your defense?
Well, on 4th down, we just talking about, hey, it's the last play, man. I mean, we're 1 play. We need 1 play. Rise up. And it was really, I thought the play by Cleveland early really kind of set the tempo. That quarterback was a load, man. He's a hard guy to tackle. But we were at our best when we needed to be. We gave up some big plays, and again, had the quick up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and we give up seemed like about a minute, maybe a little over a minute. It wasn't long, 2 minutes at the most. Scoring drive, which was the worst possible thing that could have happened. And then all of a sudden, we get penalties, we had a holding penalty back, and then we have to punt the ball. They get good field position. So they had momentum right there. And our defense had not played well the last couple times out. But at the end of the day, it's always about the next play and next series. And man, they were at their best when they had to be in that series. And great to finish it with an interception by Cordray. So, we just talked about, winning the down, win the next play, win that down, win this series, win the game. And, we were able to get it done.
Question here in the front row on the aisle.
Coach, congratulations. 11 touchdowns the last 2 weeks, over 600 yards passing. You said he's the best quarterback in the country. What was the Heisman Trophy moment tonight? They say there's a moment for the Heisman Trophy. What was it?
Oh, shoot. We had 5 touchdowns, so he was pretty consistent all night long. 3 passing, 2 rushing, I believe. But I tell you what, right there at the end of the game, when you got to have the first down, and he went and got it to put us in victory formation, that's about as good as it gets right there. The throw he made to Renfro, the throws he made, he made big throws all night long. Just critical plays. The throw to Deon, just a tremendous play and great effort by Deon as well. The play on the last touchdown to Renfro, zone read concept, and he read it out, and then he felt the defense support from the perimeter, so he took the screen, and we walk in for a touchdown. It was a lot of moments. He rushed for 80-something yards, averaged 5 yards a carry. He's been unbelievably consistent, this is a guy that since October, November, and now in December, ain't nobody been better than this guy right here. And this is championship football time, and we're here, and we're able to finish tonight. He's a big reason why. He certainly doesn't do it by himself, but when you got a quarterback like what we got, you have 13-0 and 12-1 type seasons. So sure am glad that he's been playing for the Tigers.
Question on the right in the back.
Coach, number 4 is the best player on the field, definitely. But it was a different guy every play. It was Gallman, it was Cain, defense. Was this truly the next man up making a play tonight?
Yeah, I think so. Everybody had a hand in it. Our play action game was great, especially early on, and being able to hit Leggett. He had the wind knocked out of him on the one, but he had some big plays. He had some really nice throws. Again, off a couple of the play action passes that we had. But everybody made contributions across the board. Again, our offensive line to be able to. We ran the football. We ran the counter against They brought a saw blitz, and we adjusted and had it up and got underneath it. Wayne got underneath it for a walk-in touchdown one time. The communication up front. They're the front that has a lot of movement, a lot of stemming. So our offensive line there was a lot of playmaking going on up there too that you don't necessarily see. But everybody. C.J. Fuller came in and gave us a spark, and then all the receivers. Ray had a great low ball catch that he finished. Deon, everybody. All night long, everybody made contributions, but that's what it takes. And he just does a great job of distributing the ball. And we asked him to do a lot tonight, and he had to do a lot of preparation to really get ready for some unique coverage stuff. And he did an outstanding job with it.
Question to our left in the front row.
Hey, Dabo, over here. The common belief after the national championship game was that this team would be really motivated to get back there. But did you ever wonder in the offseason if that disappointment might make things go the other way, that guys would be hard to kind of put in that work again to get back to that point after that type of disappointment?
No, because from the first meeting, it was game on. Literally from day one. This group of seniors were unbelievable. I've said it many times, this has been the easiest team I've had to coach. Easy. It's been the funnest team I've had to coach. Most committed team, most focused. It's just been we haven't been perfect. We won the turnover margin tonight. How about that? We won the game. So we've had some things we've had to overcome, but this has been a team that was focused from day one. I mean, locked in. I mean, I go back to our spring. We have accountability teams, and every so often we're going to run them, and they're all accountable. There's about 8 or 9 of them on a team, and they're all accountable to each other. Everything counts. And the first 3 runs that we had scheduled, we had no runs. Nobody had a run. And I've never had that. Never been around that. Ever. First team I've ever had. The first accountability run, we didn't have to have anybody run. And so the discipline, the commitment, the accountability has been there with this group from day one. So no, I'm never worried. We've got a culture there that sustains us. And it's all about being excellent in everything that you do, and that's what we talk about all the time. We don't really get too locked in and focused on results. We let everybody else worry about that. We stay focused on our daily commitment, how we handle our business, how we prepare, how we practice, how we love each other. Again, when you got people like this that are taking 20 hours in the summer, that are honor roll students, that graduate in 3 years, and that's your leaders, it makes it easy.
Follow up real quick, Deshaun, why do you think there is that accountability within this team?
It's just the culture here. And there's the people that's want to be great, want to be special on and off the field. And just like you said, the leadership of this team, starting with the seniors and the older guys, and showing the younger guys the way and the ropes. And for us to be successful, it starts off the field and the way you live, in the classroom, when you're in your social life, the community. It all starts there, and it translates to the field. And you can, it really shows once we get out there on Saturday. So, and it just starts with the leadership and the seniors, everyone doing the right thing, and just everyone want to be special, and be great. So.
Question right here in the front of us.
Coach Trevor Groves, Tigers.com. For much of the season, red zone offense was a big weakness, one of the few weaknesses of your team. You really turned that around the last 3 games. You're perfect there tonight. By my count, you're 16 of 17 with 16 touchdowns in the last 3 games in the red zone. Is there anything that you can pinpoint that you attribute that turnaround to?
Turnovers, yeah. It's real simple. Very simple answer to that. I mean, we've actually scored more touchdowns in the red zone this year than we did last year. And we're scoring at a higher rate. I think we're like 68%, and last year was 64%. But we had an enormous amount of turnovers over the course of the season in the red zone. We probably had 3 or 4 inside the 5-yard line. And some of those close games that we had, that's what it came down to. It's a double-edged sword. When you move the ball down and you get in the red zone, now you're taking time off the clock, and then you don't get points. You allow people to kind of hang in there. So that's been the biggest thing. Last year, I think we had 1 turnover in the red zone, 1, and this year we probably got 7. So that's been the biggest thing. Tim Murray's around here somewhere. 6. All right, we've had 6 turnovers in the red zone, and but that's been the key. There's no question. That's been the key for us as we've kind of gotten back on track here. Is we talk about we want to win the margin or be 1 or less on the turnovers, because when we do, it's usually a good result for us. That's a huge stat for this football team, and that's been the difference in the red zone.
Question standing on the far right over here.
Deshaun, the last scoring drive, your throw to Deon, can you describe the play? And I know you were under duress. Did you see it?
I did. They brought a split front, one back of box, and the line did a good job of not, bearing the box up and just sliding to the weak side. And I knew I had pressure from the field, so I just kind of rolled to my left because just about time to get Deon Cain off the release, and I just gave him a shot. And I always tell my receivers whenever we have man or any situation, I'm gonna give y'all guys a shot, and y'all gonna be special and make the play. And that's what type of player he is. He just always say, give him a shot, he's going to go up and get it. And that's all my receivers. So it's an honor, it's a blessing to have those guys on my team and, make me look good. So.
Questions seated in the back row.
Coach, you have long talked about how joyful it is to coach this team. You just mentioned it here a moment ago. But is there a team that you have been under that is more deserving of the opportunity ahead of them from the hard work and determination that they've put in?
No, this team is incredibly deserving. I think we are still improving. I think we're getting better. We got a lot of young guys. I mean, everybody thinks we got this old veteran team. We really don't. I mean, we got about 22 seniors and juniors on scholarship, and that's it. But they're impactful people, and they've kind of pulled everybody along the way. But we got a lot of like Denzel Johnson out there tonight on kickoff coverage. I'm so proud of him. I mean, it's a lot of guys that are making big contributions. Garrett Williams taking on that the double teams and all the stuff out there in the special teams. So it's this team's very deserving. Last year's team was deserving. They earned it. I didn't think we finished great in November last year. We were kind of a tired football team. We had played 10 straight, but there's something to be said for gutting it out and finding a way to win. And that's what that team did. So they were very deserving for the opportunity. And then, we kind of recharged and went down and played an unbelievable game in the Orange Bowl and came up a little short of the national championship. But there's no question this team right here is incredibly deserving of where they are. They've earned it. We lost one game by 1 point in a game that we certainly had opportunities to win. In fact, I saw Narduzzi before the game. What the heck was he doing here? That's what I said. I was like, "What, you trying to make my night miserable?" Him and that dang running back were here. I guess they honor him at halftime or something. So that was a rough start to my night when I saw him. But we had opportunities to win that game, and we did, and they did. But we just responded, rallied, and this team has earned it. There's no question. They've earned everything they've gotten. It's never been easy. I told them right there at the end, we started with a drive at Auburn. I think we had about, 5 minutes left or something like that, or 5:23, I think is what it was on that last drive in the fourth quarter at Auburn, and we go all the way down the field. And then tonight we had a couple of drives like that. It's what it's all about.
Standing over here on the right.
Coaches always talk about growth moments for players. Do you look like, I think, a Ray, the mistake you made against Troy? I think of Deon, who didn't even play in the playoffs last year because of mistakes he made. Talk about players growing and maturing and learning.
Well, that's what it's all. I mean, to me, that's why you should coach. Your passion should be helping young people get better. And we all have been young people at one time. And we understand, as adults, we understand the growth process that young people go through. And then when you throw in the stage that these guys in the fishbowl that they live in on a daily basis, it amplifies that a little bit. And I think we have a huge responsibility, in my opinion, as coaches. And I look at them as like my sons. I've got 3 sons, and I don't coach them any different. I coach them like they're my sons. I discipline them the same. I love them the same. I challenge them the same. I encourage them the same. I hug them the same. It's no different. So that's what it's all about, is seeing young people grow and mature and develop and see them reach their potential through your program, through the game of football. And it never gets old to me to see a guy like Carlos Watkins, see him where he was when he got there and see how he transformed. A guy like Leggett, Deon, as you mentioned, and the year that he's had, and how he responded to a setback and a challenge. And that's what happens when you make mistakes, that you either let them define you, destroy you, or develop you. And we try to use everything in our program to develop our guys into champions off the field as well as on the field.
Question here in the front row to your right, Coach.
Desvina Barton with Spectrum Sports. Deshaun, with everything riding on this game, what was your mindset in entering it and then seeing the way that everything was going back and forth and how they were able to counter just about every step of the way?
Just coming in, just treating it like another game. So it's a 1-week season. And, just for us, just go out there and play our ball. Don't play tight, don't overthink the game. It's really simple. We've been doing this our whole lives, and, we came to Clemson for these moments like this, playing championship games and playing on the big stage. And we knew that Virginia Tech, they're a champion too. They're going to come in and make plays. Adversity is going to be on our side, and, it's going to be some momentum shifts. But at the same time, we just got to worry about us, worry about Clemson. And we can't worry about what is going on over there on their sidelines. We have to focus on us. And if we do that, then everything else will take care of itself.
Okay, we got time for about 2 more questions. Standing in the camera in the back.
Coach, early on you meant you thank the Orlando folks in the ACC for putting on the game. I know you've been here for bowl games before, but this particular game, this championship, how was Orlando as a host?
Oh man, it was awesome. It felt like a bowl game. I wish we could spend the night tonight instead of flying all the way back. But we will get the dub bars on the plane, so that'll be good. Look forward to that. It was great. You know, we stayed at the Hyatt, and what an amazing hotel. The people there were great, and our guys really enjoyed it. And we really did. Everybody just did a fantastic job, and I'm just so appreciative of the work. The stadium was awesome. The environment was great. And we had a great turnout. I don't know what the number was, but that was an awesome crowd that we had. We had a lot of Clemson people, like a good amount of VTech people, and hopefully just a lot of people that showed up to see a good ball game, because they certainly saw one.
One final question, standing in the back.
Deshaun, just kind of talk about what was kind of going through your mind whenever the game was over, and is it sweeter the second time around?
You know, both times was pretty sweet, but I think this one's more sweet because, you know, something we haven't done in 28 years and win back-to-back championships. And, you know, we really had to earn it. You know, it's just, you know, a lot of guys just putting in all the work. And, you know, just the senior class, you know, being able to step in and, you know, win our, you know, 47 game in our career and, you know, get the back-to-backs in that ACC Championship. So, you know, both was pretty sweet, but I think this one was just a little bit sweeter just because of that reason.
Coach Deshaun, thank you for your time, and congratulations again.